What's going on, YouTube? Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. We're talking Auburn football. Go ahead and click the bell, like the video, subscribe, and comment. A lot of my topics come from the comments that you guys and gals put across. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger. Now, we do know that spring football is drawing very close. As a matter of fact, March, I think the middle of March is when spring football will start. One thing that Auburn will be the beneficiary of is the fact that a lot of early enrollees, including Tank Bigsby and Kobe Hudson, will be participating. Now, unlike last spring, you got two guys on Auburn's football team who participate in track. You have Anthony Schwartz, and you have a fast as lightning guy out of Florida who also plays running back. They call him the Worm. He will be participating in spring football as well, none other than Shaun Shivers. Shaun Shivers has had some infamous runs, including the run against Alabama, where he literally knocked the gentleman's helmet off. That turned out to be the winning touchdown for the Auburn Tigers. Now, it's kind of iffy, though, as to whether Anthony Schwartz, though, they call him the Flash, they call Shaun Shivers the Worm. Both of these guys are fast as lightning. They participate on the track team for Auburn. It's iffy as to whether Anthony Schwartz will not only participate in spring football, but whether he's going to continue his football career at Auburn, period. Now, a subscriber asked, now what would Auburn be losing and who would actually replace Shaun Shivers? I mean, not Shaun Shivers, but Anthony Schwartz, if he's not able to participate in spring football or if he's not an Auburn Tiger, period. Well, in my honest opinion, I don't think you can replace a guy like Anthony Schwartz in what his skill set allows. Number one, he's very fast on the jet sweep. If Auburn is able to execute it, once he turns the corner, it's pretty much a wrap. Auburn did try him in some intermediate routes that were successful against LSU, which were successful. Also, some dig routes that were pretty successful. So I just don't think you can replace a guy like Anthony Schwartz, but you do have the skill set wide receiver-wise that can help to supplement his talent in a way and also help out Seth Williams. I think Seth Williams was pretty much in a position to where he had to be a do-it-all type of receiver. And in this type of schematics, that just wasn't all the way effective for the Auburn Tigers. I think, Seth Williams is the type of guy that has a great skill set. He's a top-tier receiver, had about 800 yards receiving this year. But he definitely needs a support cast. What I'm looking at is some of the guys coming off of the 2020 recruiting class will be able to provide some help. J.J. Evans, Zach Farrar from who was a transfer from the last recruiting class, Xavion Capers will be able to help supplement. So I think Auburn is in pretty decent shape, even in the absence of Anthony Schwartz. That's not to say that Auburn could not benefit from a guy like Anthony Schwartz, because Anthony Schwartz, if you remember, Auburn had a dual threat quarterback, John Franklin III. When John Franklin III was on the field, teams had to account for his speed, and he was always effective when he came in there. And that's where Anthony Schwartz could be a very, very good difference maker with this new talented onslaught of receivers that are coming in the 2020 recruiting class, to where you got to account for everybody now. It's not a situation where you have, say, Will Hastings or something like that as your main guy. You got a couple of very, very good receivers who can help supplement. So do I think we can replace Anthony Schwartz? No. But a lot of talented guys coming in this group. Once again, it's Kennard Vernon Stewart here for the podcast talking Auburn football. This is just a quick one here on a cold Sunday afternoon. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe. It's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.